Thank you for joining us for this look at the best original reporting from KPBS News this week. I'm Maya Trabulsi. Coming up, a first for the U.S. Marine Corps. Hear from a practicing Sikh who completed boot camp here in San Diego while maintaining his religious customs. San Diego Unified begins a new school year next week. We have a one-on-one interview with Superintendent Lamont Jackson about the goals and challenges for the district. And heading to a disaster zone, see how the San Diego Humane Society is helping some of the people and pets affected by Hawaii's deadly wildfires. And we want to remind our viewers that we're closely watching the forecast for Hurricane Hilary. Forecasters expect it to weaken to a tropical storm as it travels north to the San Diego region. But keep in mind that the situation can change, so that's why it's important to stay on top of the latest information. And one way to do that is by visiting kpbs.org. We have links to the latest forecast from the National Weather Service and information on things that you can do to prepare for potential flooding and wind damage. Check in regularly for updates throughout the week. Another disaster dominated headlines this week, the wildfires that killed more than 100 people on the Hawaiian island of Maui. In recent days, San Diegans have mobilized to do what they can to help. Tanya Thorne tells us about the local MMA fighter whose online fundraiser has received an enormous response.
Hawaii-born Elimale McFarlane is a professional MMA fighter who now lives in San Diego. When she heard of the fires in Maui, she knew she had to help in some way.
I really didn't think it was going to be this big.
Look at all the aloha!
She started by calling on her social media followers to help raise money.
I put my initial goal as like 10,000, and I was like, oh, we'll be happy with just a couple, anything that we can send. And it ended up exploding overnight. Got to 1 million in less than 24 hours.
She now has raised more than $2 million. She will be working with Maui County to distribute the funds. But McFarlane also knew resources in Maui would be scarce following the fires.
They're extremely short on resources. We're an island. We get majority of everything shipped over.
So she started a local donation drive for essential supplies. She planned on collecting items all month. But the support from San Diegans was so overwhelming that she had to start turning donations away.
This is such a beautiful thing that happens in truly dark times. And, I don't see anybody's political beliefs. I don't see anybody's skin color. I don't see anybody's, whatever they believe in. It's just pure love that I see, and appreciation and gratitude.
McFarlane and friends organized and drove the donations to a shipping container in Long Beach that will be delivered to Maui. While McFarlane is no longer accepting supplies, she is still raising money because Maui will need all the support they can get.
We're not out of the darkness yet. In fact, it's almost becoming even more tragic now that people are looking for their families and they're identifying the bodies.
McFarlane's nonprofit is called the Nawahina Toa Foundation. Tanya Thorne, KPBS News.
It's not just people who are suffering in Hawaii. Pets and other animals were also caught up in the disaster. Thomas Fudge tells us how the San Diego Humane Society sent a team of experts who have experience in fire zones.
The Maui Humane Society reached out to San Diego's Humane Society for help, knowing that San Diego had a trained fire team. This morning, they were packing respirators and other protective equipment for their journey. Their goal will be to save animals that were stranded behind the fire lines.
The news from on the ground is not good for those that we're relieving.
Summer Piper is a fire team leader with the San Diego Humane Society.
So we're anticipating encountering a lot of things that we don't necessarily want to encounter. We're there to help, and we obviously have large hearts for people and animals.
The devastation of the Maui wildfires has killed close to 100 people. Piper says one thing that's common in fast-moving wildfires is that animals, pets, and livestock are left behind as people have to flee.
People had no notice to leave themselves. So if you could imagine if you had animals, you may have a cat that's hiding, you don't have time to get out yourself, you don't have time to find your cat, you don't have time to load your goats.
The equipment the San Diego team will bring to Maui includes what's needed to bring an animal in.
So we might have gloves, there's some nets, different things like that that allow us to safely capture, contain, and then transport an animal.
Rescued animals will be sheltered until the burned areas begin to repopulate. That's when people will reach out to the Maui Humane Society to hopefully be reunited with their animal companions.
They'll probably set up a website that shows pictures of the animals, things like that, in order for people to be able to identify who their family members are.
The San Diego Humane Society fire team expects to be in Maui for up to 10 days. Thomas Fudge, KPBS News.
A new school year is just days away for our largest local district, San Diego Unified. Superintendent Dr. Lamont Jackson sat down with KPBS education reporter MG Perez for a one-on-one interview.
Everyone has their own memories of the first day of school.
The new backpack, the new pencils. There was some excitement around that and some nervousness.
San Diego Unified District Superintendent Dr. Lamont Jackson is ready to welcome back students for the fall semester. He tells us their mental health is his first priority.
I think we're doing a much better job of exposing individuals, human beings, to what they have been suffering with in silence. And it's much more public. And with that comes self-referrals, right? So we're getting more referrals, students articulating what they're feeling.
The district is hiring more counselors. Teachers are returning to the classroom this semester with a historic 15% pay raise over the next 2 years. Just one highlight that came from negotiations that dragged on for more than a year.
What did that negotiation do for the relationship and the trust? And quite frankly, how'd you get there? 15% is a significant pay increase.
They deserve that and more, and we have said we want to be the highest paying district in this county. And we are very proud of our 100% benefits package that we have. You said it best. It's trust with labor partners, but at the core, it's a belief that our educators, our staff members deserve it.
This year, there will be a significant increase in the number of campuses now designated as community schools.
What is a community school?
When I was hired as a superintendent, the community spoke, and the community said we need to support the whole child. It's about bringing the resources of the community into the school as a hub. So when you talk about mental health, you have supports there. When you talk about physical health, we have clinics, on-site clinics. You look at Hoover, they have dental, medical facilities right on campus.
With the help of community organizations, private business, and state funding, San Diego Unified goes from just 5 community schools to 15 community school campuses across the district this fall. And then there is the much-anticipated guaranteed arts funding for every public school in California. Voters approved Prop 28 last November, which is expected to provide up to $1 billion from the state budget every year.
We're going to hire more educators, and we're going to have more programs. We're going to get instruments into the hands of our children.
Dr. Jackson and his wife did have a brief summer vacation to Maui. Their flight back home to San Diego took off just hours before the first fires started, leaving him bittersweet.
We enjoyed that. But, my other thought was, gosh, I want to go back and I want to help. I even had a crazy thought that we could do some hybrid learning and offer to the schools to zoom in to some learning here. Devastating because of the history and because of the Ohana spirit, right? This is what we do, we help out. And those who helped the most lost the most, and it's sad. So you asked me about vacation. I got away for a few days, but I returned with a heavy heart.
MG Perez, KPBS News.
And we've seen a lot of interest in the forecast for Hurricane Hilary in recent days. Here are some of the other most read stories this week at kpbs.org. A runoff is expected in November for the Open County Board of Supervisors seat after this week's special election. San Diego has a new urban camping ban, but was misleading data used to make the argument for the change? And our public art series focuses on the Stewart Collection at UC San Diego. Another story resonating with our audience is that of a 21-year-old Sikh man. He's the first to graduate from Marine Corps boot camp wearing his articles of faith, his beard, and his turban. KPBS military reporter Andrew Dyer has the story.
Newly minted Marines from Golf Company march at the San Diego Marine Corps Recruit Depot. Among them, Private First Class Jaskirat Singh, an observant Sikh who won the right to wear his beard and turban through training in a lawsuit. Singh is the latest Sikh to win the right to keep his articles of faith through boot camp, and the first to do so in the Marines. He says Marine Corps and Sikhi values align.
Like, we have honor in wearing our turban, keeping our beard, the courage. I mean, Sikhi is a very warrior-oriented religion. I mean, if you go through history, you'll find out a lot about that. And then commitment in the Marine Corps, and then you have commitment to faith in Sikhi.
Giselle Clapper is the deputy legal director of the Sikh Coalition, which brought the lawsuit. She says Sikhs should not have to give up an important part of their faith to serve.
His case is yet another point of proof that the Sikh Articles of Faith do not inhibit capable service across the U.S. military.
The Marine Corps and Navy are the last holdouts in the military when it comes to Sikh Articles of Faith. Prior lawsuits forced the Army and Air Force to accommodate them, with the latest being the Air Force in 2019. The Marine Corps falls under the Navy, which is facing a separate lawsuit. Andrew Dyer, KPBS News.
And this next story is about drag queens, Christian music, and what can happen when a community stands up to online abuse. It led to a San Diego performer reaching the top of the iTunes charts. KPBS race and equity reporter Katie Hyson sat down with Flamey Grant to learn the story behind the moment.
Matthew Lovegood grew up in what they describe as a religious bubble in North Carolina.
My church was super fundamentalist, very literal interpretation of the Bible, very patriarchal, very strict. So I did not become a drag queen until I was nearly 40. I spent a long time avoiding this fate right here.
Lovegood, now out as non-binary and gay, learned early not to explore gender.
I definitely got the message from a really early age that this is not how a boy behaves. This is not how a boy dresses. You need to fit in better with the other boys.
Lovegood became a worship pastor, and in their late 20s moved to San Diego to start a new church. During that time, they began to question what they'd been taught and embrace that they were gay.
So when I did, I got kicked out of that church. It was very hard.
Lovegood says it was through doing drag that they ultimately decided to stay in the Christian church.
When I started doing drag, it was inner child work for me. Sitting in my bedroom, painting my face, and talking to that younger version of myself and saying, okay, for years, for your whole life, for 30 years, you've carried this belief that something about you is broken and wrong and sinful and unworthy and unlovable. And what we're going to do now is let that kid know, you're okay, baby. Giving yourself the permission to believe in your own goodness.
A pastor friend invited them to give a sermon as their drag queen persona, Flamey Grant. Their practice video went viral on TikTok.
Well, I can't wait to see what you make of your second act.
I spent the entire day just scrolling through comments of people saying, this makes me feel seen and makes me feel safe, which was what drag was doing for me, making me feel seen. It was the first time I had an inclination that my drag was not just for me, it was for other people too.
Lovegood saw there was a role for them to play in Christianity.
I feel like it's important for some people to take up space in the church when there's no representation for the thing that you're doing.
Then, in July, Flamey Grant posed for a photo with several well-known Christian musicians from the 90s.
Somehow that photo got to Sean Foyt, who is a conservative worship leader.
Foyt took to Twitter.
This is the end goal of deconstruction. Derek Webb, a former Christian musician, collaborating with a drag queen. It's truly the last days. And I just replied back, end goal, baby, no. We're just getting started. He came back and said, well, good thing that hardly anyone listens to you or cares what you do, which is not a thing you say to a drag queen. You just don't, because if there's one thing that drag performers everywhere have in common, is that we know how to capitalize on a moment. We know how to take something that is intended for our harm and turn it into our good.
Lovegood asked their TikTok followers to propel their nearly year-old album, Bible Belt Baby, onto the iTunes Christian music charts.
I rolled the dice, knowing what I know about the queer community. That was a good bet.
The album hit #1 shortly after. Flamey Grant was soon in the headlines of Rolling Stone, Billboard, and Paste magazine.
There are a lot of people looking at this moment and how I'm behaving, and I want them to see that there is such a good life for you after you leave high-demand toxic religion. You don't have to leave your entire faith structure. You can stick around and just do it better.
In a couple weeks, Lovegood and their husband plan to move back to North Carolina.
I'm still a Southern kid at heart, and I feel like my drag will fit well in the South. I want to make an impact where laws are literally being passed against queer people, trans people.
In one of their last local performances, Lovegood performed a song from Flamey to young Matthew.
I have always been the desire of your heart.
Katie Hyson, KPBS News.
For years, performance artists, theater groups, and dance companies in the South Bay have worked tirelessly to bring the performing arts to life in their communities. But as KPBS South Bay engagement producer Maria Elena Castellanos tells us, limited funding makes it a challenge.
I spoke Shakespeare before I spoke English.
That's Chula Vista resident William Alejandro Virtus, remembering his first audition at the Old Globe Theater when he was just 9 years old. That was the start of his passion for the performing arts. Today, he's the artistic director and one of the founders of the multicultural theater company Teatro Máscara Mágica, known for their production of the Christmas Shepherd's Play. Virtue says putting on a play can be expensive.
How can you afford it? Lights, sound, you see, look, this is an animal that breathes 24 hours a day.
And finding a place to perform, that's another challenge.
You know, the shepherd's play, La Pastorela, is a metaphor for us. It's an analogy. It's like we're the same shepherds looking for a home. We've been looking for a home forever and ever and ever.
Still, Teatro Máscara Mágica has performed for decades in San Diego County without a permanent venue. Virgie says he would like to find a space in the South Bay.
And we have to show these kids the passion. Without exposure, people won't know any better. If you have never seen that ballet, you'll never miss it. If you've never seen an opera, you'll never miss it.
The issue of finding space isn't unique to Chula Vista. That's Pasakat, a Philippine performing arts company based in National City. Ana Maria Labao Cabato is the executive director at the helm since 1987. She says the nonprofit doesn't have the means to support full-time employees.
I don't know if it's a cultural thing, but we become resourceful and make do with what we have. And we find joy to continue what we like doing. And we've never skipped a beat. We've never skipped a junior concert, 36 years in a row.
The dance group owns a building in National City that's used mostly for rehearsals and storage. But Cabato says the building needs repairs, and it's hard to secure funds.
When you're passionate about something, that drives you. That that lights the fire under you to keep moving, to keep going on, to striving for better.
And I wanted to follow up on the discussion of the almost entire lack of culture and art in Chula Vista with some recommendations and some explanations.
That's Christine Brady, a Chula Vista resident of 25 years. As an arts advocate, she's worked with many artists searching to rent out cheap venues.
Within, just say 1 week, we would have 3 producers of productions come and want to rent the space, but there was an in-house group that wanted to use the space, and there was basically nothing available.
Brady proposes creating an affordable arts venue on the west side of Chula Vista, but that takes money. Some experts say cities already face a number of financial constraints, and the arts often fall by the wayside. This fiscal year, most cities in the South Bay allocated less than 2% of their budgets to the arts. But money for a new venue is just one part of the solution. Experts say the venue has to be financially sustainable while also affordable to local artists. In Chula Vista, Brady feels optimistic. The city has a new mayor and city council, and at a recent meeting, some leaders expressed support for the arts. Brady hopes that support will lead to investment.
They need protection. Their value needs to be recognized.
Maria Elena Castellanos, KPBS News.
And you can find our stories anytime on the KPBS YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe and sign up for notifications when new content is posted. That's also where we live stream KPBS Evening Edition at weeknights at 5. There's a vintage upright piano at Liberty Station right now that is creating community and opportunity for a special kind of musical message. KPBS education reporter MG Perez introduces us to a couple of young musicians who turned a school project into a valuable lesson of hope and healing.
Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's all right.
14-year-old McKenna Stumpo and his lifelong friend, 14-year-old Liam Kett, have a creative connection that they most recently used in a collaboration to revive an aging Iverson Pond upright piano.
This piano is significantly older. It's lived about 3 lifetimes.
McKenna is an accomplished piano player and singer. Liam plays the electric guitar. Together they make music and create art. Which brings us to the piano project they started last October to earn community service hours at school. The piano was headed to the junkyard, but the boys were sure it still had value and a reason to play on. That's when they reached out to the National Sing for Hope organization, a New York City-based nonprofit that uses artists everywhere to bring hope, healing, and inspiration through art to people who need it most, starting with restored pianos.
Someone paints a piano, it's put in the public for about 3 weeks. That's where we are right now, is in the public display section. And then it's donated to a forever home, such as a hospital, school, a community center, even someplace like this.
Since July, the piano has lived in this corridor at the corner of Dewey Road and historic Decatur Road in Liberty Station. Its keyboard available to anyone passing by.
There are lots of my signature style doodles, and there's skateboards, there's waves all over the piano.
Liam is also a talented artist who uses acrylic paint and markers to draw. The piano became his canvas, honoring his beloved Ocean Beach community.
It's a sun with rays shooting out like this one from the sun, and a large-scale Ocean Beach pier with a bunch of waves breaking.
For McKenna, there is a deeper message in his music, inspired by the legendary Piano Man.
Come down here, you'll see little kids tinkering around on the piano, and who knows, maybe that could inspire someone to take lessons and become the next Billy Joel or something. Slow down, you crazy child. Take the phone off the hook and disappear for a while.
Last year, this incoming high school freshman was named one of San Diego County's most remarkable teenagers for his commitment to community fundraising and for his Billy Joel-like talent, too. McKenna also helps save lives as a junior lifeguard along San Diego's beaches. Here, he uses a surfboard and his training to make a difference. But with the sound of the waves, you can also hear the passion of his musical talent and how he uses it to help others.
They could have been having thoughts of suicide or whatever, and they walked by a piano like this and they heard someone playing, or they sat down and played it, and that prevented them from doing whatever they were going to do, and just connecting through the arts, I think, is the most important part of this project.
And the whole idea is art for all.
We talked with Camille Zamora, co-founder of Sing for Hope in New York City, about McKenna and Liam's piano project. She gives them an A+ on the message they've created through their music.
It expands our minds. It breaks down those barriers. And I think that connection with that spark of innovation is something that we all need. Lifelong, as lifelong learners, we have to be re-engaged with the spirit of creativity.
Are you the piano boy?
That's not for me to say.
For now, Liberty Station will allow the boys' piano to stay until they can find its forever home. MG Perez, KPBS News.
And we want to remind our viewers how to stay informed about the severe weather expected for San Diego late this weekend. KPBS.org has the latest information on Hurricane Hilary, which is expected to weaken to a tropical storm by Sunday evening. Information on the forecast and resources are available at KPBS.org. Just look for the banner on our homepage. And we hope that you enjoyed this look at KPBS News this week. I'm Maya Trabulsi. Thanks for joining us.